All right, Dave, tough one today. How do you put into words just what
Yeah.
over last 4 hours?
Well, I'm just disappointed the way that defensively how we played. I mean, we had a 6-1 lead, um, and there's a pop up that was dropped. Just things started adding up. There was a double play ball at the second baseman in the middle of the game that would have, he could have taken the. I don't know. He turned double play. It's over. Instead, they scored 2 or 3 more runs. I mean, there was a few more plays. You guys saw them, and the wind had a little bit to do with it, obviously. But we still we gotta make plays, and the frustration was more for me personally was the defense. The pitching was the pitching. Georgia has a really good offense. They got some balls up in the air. They had some really good, balls that might have gone anyway, but there was a lot of balls that were blown in the wind. And, give them credit. They did it. We gave up, I know, an 0-2 3-run homer, an 0-2 2-run homer, and there was another one. There was more. There was an 0-2 double that scored 2 with 2 outs when we were about to get out of it, and just a lot of frustrating, pitches and plays. And, the dugout was into it. The hitters were still fighting. And then you go out and you get a lead, and then you kind of get a little demoralized. And then you try to get them going again, and you tie it 9-9. And then you go out and you give up 2 more because we don't make a play. It was one of those games. I mean, that was 1 in 1,000 there. I mean, I haven't been a part of too many like that. Either way, on the good side or the bad side now. So, I mean, I don't know what to say about that one.
It just feels like their lineup. There's not any holes, not any place where you can really take a breath. I wonder what you thought about just the consistency that they had all day.
Yeah, I mean, they have a powerful lineup. They're big and strong. They're from all over the country. They're from all different schools that came in, and a couple have been with them. And yeah, they're full-grown men. That's for sure. They're a tough lineup, and you can't really let up on them. And you make a mistake, and especially on a day like today when the wind's blowing the way it's blowing, they can hurt you, and obviously they did.
How difficult was it to pitch to Daniel Jackson and just the success that he had?
Yeah, he had an amazing weekend. I don't know how many home runs he hit, maybe 6 or something on the weekend. Well, he had 3 today, right? It seemed like he had a bunch. He was just such a tough out. He's strong, and yeah, he's having a great year. And you look at the numbers; they're crazy with all the home runs, high batting average, RBIs over 50 already. So very difficult to pitch to him.
I guess another follow up on the defense. I mean, just how much does that impact maybe the pitching where if you guys make the plays, maybe you don't have to turn to a freshman in the ninth and it's still a 4-run game then?
Oh, if we make plays early in the game, who knows where that game would have gone. Maybe we could have built up a lead, or, it might have gone down to the wire. It might have been 10-10 going into the, 8th or ninth. You just never know, but we didn't give ourselves a chance. We had catcher's interference. That was strange. That was a strange play because he was checking his swing, but the glove did get tied up or touch the bat. And, but the other errors were, it wasn't like they were super difficult plays, in my opinion. Tweener hops, that type of stuff. But, yeah, I mean, even there in the ninth inning, we bring a freshman and we don't make a play. Bring in another freshman, don't make 2 plays. It's you feel bad for those young guys pitching, but at the same time, it's a learning experience. Let's just put it that way.
Parker made his first start since he was a freshman. I mean, just what you think of what he gave you there to start the game at least?
I thought the first 2 innings he was really good, and the third inning, maybe he started to get a little bit tired, but we just wanted him to kind of get through the lineup maybe once, 1.5. In that 6-run inning, I know there was a play that wasn't made that led to some more runs. If we make that play, he might have got through the third. But I liked what I saw from him. He competed hard, and he let us get into the ball game. We had a decent lead. We just we couldn't hold it.
You mentioned the like 1 in 1,000. I think you said nature of this game. Does that make you think that makes maybe it easier to flush, or is it just with the way the vibes were kind of going good to then have this performance? Is it more difficult because of that? I mean, what are your thoughts on moving forward from today?
Well, you just got to learn from it. That's what I told them, and said a few other things about the game, but you learn from it. You learn, everything matters. Everything matters. You don't make a play here, you don't make a pitch here. It all starts to add up, and it might not get you in this inning, but it's going to get you if you keep doing it.
Feels weird to ask about the success of your offense when you lose as big as you do, but you had 14 runs and 14 hits, 14 RBI, 12 walks. Those are really good numbers. Were you pleased with the bats that your team put together?
For the most part, there was a couple at bats in some critical situations that we didn't do a real good job. We had a chance to blow them, at the time maybe blow them out, get some more runs, add to the lead, and we didn't come up with a big hit. But overall, it was good to see some guys swinging the bat well. I know it seemed like to me we left a lot of runners out there in the middle of the game where we had a chance to stay in it. And, thank goodness we the guys put together a few good innings there. I guess the seventh, we got close. And then obviously the fourth, the game took forever. The fourth seemed like the seventh to me, because it was just dragging on and so many pitches thrown. But it's good to take some walks. I figured that we might hit a few more home runs today with the way the wind was, but we didn't hit the ball that way much. Lefties didn't pull it that much, and the righties didn't go the other way real well, and they kind of pitched to it.
Is it good to have, with it being Saturday, is it good to have an extra day to get over this before Missouri State, or as a player, do you think they want to get back out there as fast as they can?
Well, it gives us an opportunity to work out a little bit on Monday. We'll give them tomorrow off, and then we've had a pretty good stretch on the road, and now we got to play here. Then we get to go back on the road one more time. Then we're home for 2 weeks. But the good thing is that we play Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then next week we do the same thing. So we get to get caught up on a little bit of rest for some of our pitchers.
Coach, thanks for your time.
Okay.
Thank you.